Okay. Everything seems fine. I have some coffee, tea, and a bagel. Feel good. Also, last time... Oh, fuck. That was some weird feedback from an OBS, sorry. Anyways, last time, we where do we stop? We met Bria. I believe that was Rumpel's fiance before he had amnesia, and right now he's super confused, and it's extremely worrying because something feels off about her. And I learned that Toad's voice actor is currently Samantha Kelly. So yeah, it was a woman voice actor. I was wrong. My initial questioning was wrong. I don't know why I told you that. I just found it interesting because I'm like, why not try Toad's? Anyways. So yeah, good on you, Samantha. Hope your voice isn't dying, because mine will sure die. Hope everyone's day is going well, and we'll just I'll try to cheer you up if it's not going well. Okay. It has been about a week since Rumpel regained his last memory. He hasn't been meeting with Bria since then. Yes? But he still hasn't told me about the memory from the journal. Jealousy. He does not flirt with any girls, and when he sees me, his smile looks broken. He spends his days visiting Bria and tending to parfait. You're worried about Rumpel, aren't you? Why would I be worried? Why would I be worried about him? Because Rumpel is no longer doing because Rumpel is no longer able to run errands with me, Waltz has decided to take his place. Waltz's presence cannot make up for Rumpel's absence. You'll be fine, Princess. He's still figuring things out. I don't trust that woman. His fiancée? She appeared out of nowhere. People who aren't cursed can't find a tavern, Princess. She would never have been able to find him. So really, the only place she could have met him was out here in nowhere. I can tell he is teasing me, but it does little to lift my spirits. I know. Walt sighs. If you don't trust her, why don't you just ask around for her? She obviously does not want to talk to me. No, I mean ask others about her. So long as you find a way to phrase your intentions honestly, I think they might understand you. Rumpel says my honesty is good, but I also know that the way I speak frustrates many people. Come on, now help. Waltz approaches a flower shop where several people are gathered to look at the fresh flowers. Excuse me, madam, sir. I was wondering if you knew anything about someone named Bria. We hear that she is engaged to a friend of ours, but he hasn't said anything about her. That's pretty straightforward. Everyone calls me blunt, but I would never question others so openly. Does Waltz really expect the people to be so open to him? Oh, if it isn't Waltz, doing a little investigative work, aren't you? Just looking to find out more about someone important to a friend. Not going to put this into one of your shows, are you? Waltz raises an eyebrow and laughs. Of course not. Chuckle. Everyone just trusts Waltz. I suppose he must speak to people often being a performer. They would probably never suspect Waltz to do anything morally questionable. And yet with me, they were suspicious of everything I did. I guess it's a good thing Waltz is here. I stifle a sigh as the so-called investigation begins. But Bria, huh? I was under the impression that her fiancé wasn't seeing her anymore. What? What? Bria, oh poor Bria. Oh, the poor Bria made a mistake and her fiancé threw her out for it. You should have gave yourself a little of a surprise to give it a very together first we have to say. What's happening here? Excuse me, what did you just say? Oh, you right away. I'm sorry. Perhaps I should have said anything. You said she cheated on her first fiancé? She was engaged to some man, doctor, I believe. He was a good man, always smiled, helped people, including the poor. I don't see how she would have gone to do it, but the rumors state that she was seeing another man. I think I saw them out together sometimes. He's a rich businessman. Who was he? I believe he was one of the doctor's patients. Oh shit! Did anyone say this for sure, man? Oh, that's being then. That's when the poor man stopped seeing her. Bless her heart. He looked heartbroken. But then the two of them were engaged, so she should have been more committed to him. But then, when Bria first approached Rumpel, she had no idea he had amnesia. She started apologizing to him. Was it for that affair, or am I just speculating? We thanked the woman for her help before continuing to ask around town for more information. The more we hear, the more certain we become. She cheated on him. That bitch! Princess, I know what you're thinking, but I think it's incredibly rash to tell Rumpel about this. But she's lying to him. Yeah. I can still remember the sadness in his eyes. Maybe somewhere deep down he still knows. Did his journal entry not say anything? You could try talking to her, Princess, but without any evidence, we're just going off rumors. If you're wrong, I think that would hurt the situation a lot more. That's true. I'm forced to acknowledge Waltz's reasoning. As much as I want to tell Rumpel right now, I don't even know where he is. We finish our errands for the day and then return to the Martian, where I complete my chores around the tavern before retiring to bed. Later that night, after turning for hours in bed without any success of sleep, I make my way downstairs for a glass of milk. I stop abruptly at the sound of hushed voices. Parfait and Rumpel are sitting together at the table, their voices soft. It means a lot to me that you're still taking care of me, even when everything that you've done... Oh, wait. It means a lot to me that you're still taking care of me, even with everything that you have on your plate. When things are uncertain as they are right now, the little things that remain the same are actually comforting. What, no compliments night? He clears his throat. Lady Parfait, I've always found comfort in your presence. Your heart's not in it, is it? Please don't stress yourself out trying to take care of me. I've seen the orders of the medicines and dosage. I can take care of myself, Rumpel. I owe you and Lady Dolora for letting me stay here. Even now, you could have kicked me out, yet I'm still here. This isn't the confident Rumpel I'm used to seeing. It's rather heartbreaking to see you like this, you know? Parfait's eyes drift past Rumpel, and she sees me before I can dart away. I think you're worrying your partner too. Rumpel turns in the seats and stares at me. Princess? I slowly make my way toward them. I'm sorry, Princess. I haven't been trying to help you at all. It's fine. Parfait's right though. It's not like you to be so pitiful. Ah, your words are sharp as ever. I glance at Parfait curiously. The light of the tavern lights her face up dimly, making it look more ghostly than usual. She looks sicklier. Do you think I look like a ghost, Princess? Yes. By the time night comes around, I am utterly exhausted. You said that you were like this because of the TB looses you have to take care of? That's correct. I used to be able to watch over it more easily, but now with the balance between both crystals lost in the kingdom, it's getting harder. This responsibility is a big burden. It is a heavy toll on my body. But that doesn't diminish any of my pride. I am proud to bear this responsibility. Someone needs to do it, and I'm very glad to help. so many people through my bearing this burden. What would happen if you just let the responsibility go? There would be even more chaos than there is now. And what of the TB bear? Would they not be able to help you with your stress? There is no TB bear currently. What? Parfait stares at me for a few moments, a complicated expression on her face. Then suddenly she sighs. Please don't worry about me, princess. I've lived a good life. I just want to do more good while I'm still here. And I am very lucky to be surrounded by so many good people. Anyway, the two of you should be off to bed soon. I can tell you're both tired. Parfait pauses to look at me, eyebrows slightly arched. Oh, but before you go, there's something I meant to ask you. Ask me? Parfait crosses her arms and looks at me tersely for a few moments. The look is so unlike her that it almost concerns me. She looks uncertain of something, though I cannot imagine what it is. What could she want to discuss with me? I wanted to ask if you were free the day after tomorrow. I'm free whenever my schedule says I am. Then if you could spare 20 or so minutes, I want to speak with you about something. Very important. Important? I suppose you could say it is related to your curse. Fine. Parfait smiles at us before walking back to her room, leaving me alone with Rumpel. Rumpel smiles at me uncertainly for a few moments. I think he might actually talk to me, but then he rushes off after giving me an apology. I watch him walk upstairs, my heart sinking. I need to know what's going on with him. To his room! Oh, damn it. Today is my day off. I keep on the lookout for Rumpel. Eventually, I see him making his way down the staircase. He does not look quite as disheartened as last night, but his expression is still rather somber. He says good morning to everyone as she usually does, then walks out through the front door. And that's my cue! Following behind Rumpel without being seen proves to be remarkably easy. Even if he is perceptive, he won't be expecting me to follow after him when I normally work during these hours. He makes his way through the town until he comes to a stop at a little cafe in the main plaza. It is cleverly hidden just slightly out of view, not at all in plain view like the rest of the shops. Bria is sitting, waiting for him at a table with a journal. The way she smiles at him numbs my heart. I make my way over to the nearby fountain and crouch beside it to keep out of their view. I can hear their conversation, just barely, from where I sit. Oh, God.
You know, I was been searching you for a long time when I saw you. You suddenly appeared from Moon's house one day, and I couldn't find you.
Why? Why would I leave the house?
I know.
But you do know. Was it a fight? Yep, it was a fight.
No, not a fight. We barely fought.
Lies!
We made a promise when you gave me this ring. We promised we would never make each other sad.
I close my eyes and breathe. Bria's words drive a bitterness through my heart after everything I've heard.
It is possible those rumors were baseless, but isn't it also possible that they were the truth? And Rumpel mentioned the fight. Now is my chance to tell him.
Oh man, I don't know. What would I do in this situation? If my best friend... If I heard rumors about my best friend's partner... I don't know. I hate rumors. I hate gossiping. Oh boy. For the sake of story and find out the truth, I'm gonna interrupt the conversation. Normally I would probably reconsider and just confront Rumpel by himself rather than confront her too. I step out from behind the fountain and slowly make my way over to the table. Bria looks up and around. After a few moments, her eyes fall on me. She immediately scowls.
What are you doing here?
I came to see if you're lying to Rumpel.
What? Is there something wrong, Miss Porter?
Not with me, but perhaps with you.
Excuse me?
You seem to have quite the reputation.
Damn! Princess?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but taking people's words at face value is foolish.
Yes, I know.
Mother would have said the same thing, but why would they lie? So it is not true that you're seeing another man?
Oh my god! Oh, so upfront!
How dare you!
Bria stands up and glares at me. I frown back at her. Her anger does not faze me.
She seems like a petulant child.
I can't stand jealous girls. They're the bane of my existence.
And what? You're 18? 17, but what does that even matter?
Yeah, what does that even matter?
Either way, there just be about 6-year age gap between the two of you.
24? God, am I really so ancient? Hey! Hey, don't use that word! I'm older than that! Oh, that hurts, Rumpel. The two of us look at him in unison, then back at each other.
I'm here because I want to help my partner, and because you're lying to him.
And who are you that I'm saying I'm lying? You're a terrible little spy is what you are. Hiding places to watch us go around asking about me. I'll tell you that Rumpel deceived you. Especially if you're the one spewing lies.
Those words have no weight coming from a hypocrite.
Oh my god, why are we fighting? Wait, ladies! Rumpel looks between the two of us, eyebrows furrowed, then he shakes his head. Bria, I knew. It was in my journal.
What?
Rumpel faces Bria, his expression crumpled. It was the Lord, wasn't it? The one I refused to take money that the one time I helped him? He told me himself. What? What? I think that's why this feeling inside me is so mute right now. Why I always have second thoughts about your stories. Bria, why didn't you ever tell me you were seeing him? I asked you that question back then too, but you never told me. And so I was waiting for you to bring it up again. I was waiting for you to explain. I was waiting for...
As if I could ever get anything through that thick skull of yours.
Whoa, what?
Even I can't stay staring at her when she insults her.
Well, sorry, it's narrator. Even I cannot stop myself from staring at her when she insults Rumpel, but with this, she has admitted that the rumors are true.
Even if I explain myself, all you would ever say that you were sorry. All you would ever say was that you were sorry, but that never changed.
What did I do that was so wrong?
Look at you! Even though you can't bring yourself to be angry at me. You knew the truth, and instead of demanding to know what I did, you keep asking what you did wrong. But you'll never realize what you did wrong, Rumpel. Never.
What? I'm sorry. As a person cheating, I don't think she has any right to be like this.
Things ain't never change.
Bria scowls as she makes her way around the table. Rumpel tries to call her back, but Bria only frowns as she walks off. Rumpel lets out a long sigh, and there goes all my journals too.
Right, he said that Bria had all of his old journals. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I only made things worse. I'm not still entirely sure what they were talking about, but...
Princess, you don't have to apologize for anything. Though... What? I would like you to apologizing for shedding some light on my age. Why would you keep that a secret?
What?
Am I truly that old? Suddenly he looks disgruntled, but the look of distraught on his face is almost comical. I cannot help but smile when I start to laugh. To my ears, deceive me. Is that wonderful sound coming from your mouth, princess? How precious.
It's just... You're an old man!
No, 24 is not old. I refuse to... Oh, come on. If I am an old man, then I'm young at heart. Besides, I would be a lot more offended if you weren't smiling while you said that. It's true. After a few moments, Rumpel sighs and shakes his head. I'm sorry you had to see all that. I knew there was more to the story than Bria was letting on because I read the memory in my journal.
You knew about the nobleman? Why did you not say anything?
Like I said, I was waiting for her to say something. I wanted her to open up about it honestly.
Bria's undoubtedly bold, but I doubt she is at all honest.
The journal entry. I never read it to you.
You've been distant the last week.
I have been. And I'm sorry for that. But allow me to enlighten you. Rumpel gestures to the chair that Bria had been sitting in, and I take a seat opposite to him. First, the nobleman was one of my patients. He had a grievous sickness, one that no one else had been able to cure. I cannot help but remember the little boy with the impossible sickness. It seems that he is drawn to Rumpel too.
Rumpel was not able to help that boy on his own either. Some woman offered her assistance. Assistance? Did you manage to cure him with the help of the same woman?
It's a cryptic entry, but yes. The mysterious woman from the first entry reappears. We strike another deal, but I cannot remember the deal at all. All I know that afterwards I did something to make Bria hate me, and she began seeing the nobleman. Or maybe it was before that. Maybe she was just unhappy. She won't explain why. Is it because he's not accepting payments? Or something like that? Or maybe... Oh, maybe she saw the other woman that he made a deal with as him cheating. Or she got jealous or something like that, and then she resorted to cheating. I don't know. This is a really very icky feeling.
She still cheated on you. That's her fault, not yours.
Rumpel nods absently. I can tell he is not convinced. In any case, even though I can't remember the entirety of what happened, every time I thought of Bria, I thought of her love in the past tense. Rumpel frowns, but it is fleeting. Suddenly he is smiling again. Let's head back for now. I'll figure out how to reach Bria later. I follow Rumpel back to the Martian. Though he seems fine for a time, Rumpel's somberness returns as we head back. He looks like he is trapped in his thoughts.
He needs the rest of his journals, but how is he going to get a hold of them now?
We can ask.